Hello, hello, hello. I hope you beautiful people are having a wonderful day. I woke up really early this morning, uncomfortably early even, and I am excited to be here, but I am just a teensy bit on the sleepy side. Taking a peek at what I'm dealing with again because we had White Knight move. Refreshing on the objective. Today, we want to take out Bina, the Arbiter, or an Arbiter, rather. One of many? And we have random bozos in combination with our goats. Now, we do have a bit of a wonky situation because of the positioning of different characters and everything else. But from what I gather, as long as we can stay on top of our frequent outbreaks, and I'm thinking about just executing as many of the clerks as possible in the beginning of the day. As long as we can stay on top of everything, pretty sure that we'll be okay. But there's no way to really know, and there's not really much I can do aside from try to, I don't know, keep the folks that I have alive. I've beefed up all of the random bozos that I had as good as I can, and we just gotta give it another shot, you know? We just gotta try. Okay, so... Wow, she like immediately did a thing that caused Emma over here to lose 30% of her health. So it's like before the... Yeah, these black spikes have popped up and already have killed a couple of clerks. I guess this is the dark fog, are the spikes, and it looks like the meltdown of gold is probably the meltdowns that take away her shield and allow me to actually fight her. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's what I'm picking up. And already I can see that we've had some clerks die. I've been in the mission all of like 2 seconds, and we've already seen a decline here. So I'm looking at this one here to see if there's any way for it to be... It should be noted that the counter will be lowered when the order is given. Every time 5 employees die. When an abnormality was suppressed, the counter was raised. Okay, so basically, there's nothing I can do with Army in Black. It's going to escape, and there's not a goddamn thing I can do about it. It's good. It's lovely. You love to see it. Okay, so Fatal, Necro, and Keldy are our team that is going to suppress the Arbiter. And their goal is just basically to stay on her the entire time. While they're doing that, Yum Yum and Cat are going to take care of these two here. And I guess we'll send in Jeannie, because it doesn't really matter if her weapon gets murked. And then we have somebody go in to work with Army in Black. I think Kirgo. And then we'll have Doomhauer shift positions over to here, because we need somebody to work with White Knight. And we just need to remember that Doomhauer can't move. We did have Big Bird shift positions, and I don't know if I love or I hate this, because Big Bird used to be up all the way in the top. Having Big Bird down here might make it a little bit easier to manage, because I mean, there are multiple reasons, but like most of my strong characters are downstairs. So that would give me more options for suppression. So we'll send in Daphne to work with the old woman and Phantom Dew Phantom to go work in with lady facing the wall. Now, Can of Well Cheers gets Hoon. And we'll have... I think we need Mickey to be able to do work. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Akane pick up this to end this meltdown. And then we'll have... God damn. So I think Greed can probably pull off a work with Judgment Bird. And then we have Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. Now we've got Piper. Piper has a very high chance of succeeding with Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. So we'll do that. And then once we've done this work, we should have a little bit of cash to play around with. I want to do executions here. Because these bozos are just going to die anyway. Every one of them that does die causes just bad shit to happen for me. So if I can get any of them stacked up. Hey, Kirgo, how are you doing today? If I can get any of these clerks stacked up and dead, it will be a net win. But like you can see up here, literally, I've been in the game. I paused almost immediately. Yeah, she's awake, and I'm not into it. But it literally is. It's. I think I've been in this for like 3 seconds or 4 seconds. You can see by the position of the Arbiter. She hasn't moved yet. She just cast her thing. As I paused as soon as she cast it, and already we've lost like 20 clerks. And I'm looking at you, Big Bird. Big Bird, we've lost at least 10 clerks because Big Bird's lost 2 ticks, and Army in Black is literally about to pop. And once Army in Black pops, I won't be able to suppress that. So I've gunned down a couple of clerks. I don't really have a lot of options for what to do with them. I can shoot them, but I don't really have a lot of. You can actually pause while the camera zooms in, giving you precious seconds. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I mean, those seconds are precious because it would allow me to gun down more clerks, but god damn. Oh, that's 4 for 1 bullet. Oh, baby. We love to see it. Okay. I think we can get a 2 for right here. And a 2 for right here. There's another 2 for over here. How to start every day in Lobotomy Corporation. Well, you immediately start gunning down all of the clerks with your special magic instantly kill everybody button. How to succeed at management. Took me some tries to get Bina some amount of cheese, but damn, that screenshot of my victory screen is a sight to behold. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to eventually getting to that point, but I think we're gonna unpause and I wanna watch the majesty of the just black bolts everywhere, just deleting clerks. Okay, now I get to take another peek at who's left. We've got 3 bullets left. I'm blown at how quickly the scrubs here have lost HP. It honestly, it's amazing to me how quickly they lost HP. I want to at least get 2-fers for the clerks that are remaining. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to be able to control... I don't think I'm going to be able to control Big Bird breaking out. I think eventually it's going to happen. But as many clerks as I can kill, as many as possible. Okay. So we didn't get any progress towards our Quillpoth meltdown there. And we haven't had any clerks die. So I think what I want to do is I want to get the meltdown counter up as quickly as possible. And I want to tick over into the next and into the next bit of Meltdown. And the way that I do that is I send everybody in to do some kind of work. We're going to have You're Bald. That's awesome. Georgia, you go ahead in there. And then we're even going to work with One Sin. We're going to have somebody go over here and work with their Freischütz. Let's have Brown do it. And then we'll have Mickey work with Naked Nest. Then let's see. We want to have, if possible, have somebody work with Big Bird, because that'll increase our ability to keep that thing alive. We'll have Sioko work with this one, and then we'll have Genie, since Genie, wait, Genie, we don't want a bozo to get the blessing. We'll have Genie work with Spiderbud, not insight work, instinct work. Then we send in somebody to go work with Void Dream. It's kind of silly because what I'm doing right now is basically I'm forcing the counter forward to refresh my bullets, because if I can refresh my bullets and I can kill all of the clerks, I can make it much more difficult for her to do anything. It looks like she's like taking a knee or something. It's really hard to see because she's crammed into the elevator, and I think mommy's taller than the elevator is, but I'm pretty sure she's stacked up inside the elevator. So, that's 3, 6, 7. And then we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think we're going to need to send some people in for a little bit more work, but this will, at the very least... Okay, so we're into the next phase. This is significantly cleaner than it was the first time, and I think a lot of that has to do with pausing in the very, very beginning and killing the clerks. We'll have to give it a minute. So I don't know what she's going to start doing now. But I'm assuming that it's not going to be good. There we go. Here comes the next wave of meltdowns. Okay. We pause. It immediately does an attack as soon as the meltdown is in progress. And then this meltdown of waves is one that I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to deal with, since I think we're just going to be forced to take damage. So Punishing Bird is out. So we have 2 things over here that need to be worked with and then immediately canceled. So I'll send Mabel over to that one. We can send Jukruk to do that over there. Hoon can do work with that, and we'll have Piper do the Can of Well Cheers. Immediately jumping on these is definitely the way. Now over here, it's difficult because this thing can just destroy your weapon. Can just destroy your item. Let's see. I wonder, I think Genie has already had her weapon blessed. So I think it might be possible for me to send Genie over there to touch it again. But that's Sioko over there. And Genie is working with Spiderbud. And I think she just got in on Spiderbud. So I think that's going to take too long. What I do want to do is I'm going to take Keldy, because Keldy's the first one I grabbed, and send Keldy over here. Her HP got blowed up. Yeah, well, we were stacked up. I crawl into bed and cozy up and watch from afar. If you want to solicit advice, I'll crawl back out. Oh, thank you, Kirigo. Yeah, I'm happy to be your radio. Yeah, her HP did get blowed up. So we pause. I'm spending a lot of the encounter paused at the moment. And that's, I think, for obvious reasons. A lot of this is about managing meltdowns. And if I can just jump on the meltdowns immediately, like as soon as they pop up, I think this is pretty doable. This one over here is a bit scary. We've got a meltdown of Dark Fog with a Flesh Idol. I want to squash that ASAP, but the Flesh Idol is a sacrificial thing. Like if I send somebody in there, they have to stay in for 30 seconds or longer, or they die. So that's obviously problematic. We can't have people just dying. God, Army in Black. We're so close to being done with Army in Black. I think I'll send in Kirigo whenever Army in Black is done. Um, I have to pick somebody to go into Flesh Idol. I need somebody. So let me see. The only people that are able to do it are the people who are wearing like Fatal's gear, who have the heavy resistances. Like Fatal, Necro, Keldy are candidates. Doomhauer is a candidate as well, but Doomhauer is currently in work. And there's one more person. Jobby can do it. So I'm going to send Jobby since Jobby is downstairs and we already have this covered. All right, so that covers Flesh Idol, and I have to not forget about Flesh Idol, because if I forget about Flesh Idol, Bobby dies. We have to start counting to 30 as soon as Bobby gets in there. Now, I think our only next step is just to unpause, which is scary. And we're sending Keldy over to do some work. And then as soon as Keldy finishes that work, Theresia is one that we're sending somebody to go work with. God, I can't just kill. Oh yeah, it broke out. God damn, Army in Black broke out, and it broke out early too. Now we have to take a peek around and see where Army in Black is. Let's see. There's Army in Black right there. That's it. It's just gonna kill. It's gonna kill these ones. These clerks are cooked, which means that we're looking at a potential cascade. If we can't finish this work with Big Bird and give ourselves just a little bit more time, we're in trouble. Kirgo can go deal with Army in Black, and I think Piper just got out. Piper's wearing Aleph gear as well. This Army in Black it's potentially something that we could take out. Yeah, we literally have everybody is currently working. All right, and you get out of there immediately, and then once you're out of there, you can go over to here and handle that one. Okay. And then we had Kirgo got out of this, and now we can send Kirgo over here. Nope, Kirgo. Okay, so Bobby has started working with the Flesh Idol. So now I need to count to 30, basically. Oh man, Big Bird, just a couple more deaths and Big Bird breaks out. Okay, we send Genie back over to here, and I think we can get that one to stop. But then we send Cat over to this one. All right, now we need to get eyes on her again, because I think we can send the kill team back in. And that'll be Fatal, Necro, and Keldy. It's funny, Keldy, you said her HP got blowed up. That was literally just you. That was Fatal, Necro, and Keldy. That was the A-team walked in and just completely shit on her. It was quite a sight to behold. I need the meltdown to trigger. Okay, Big Bird got +1 to the Quillpoth counter. That is huge for us. That is huge. We do have one person assigned to each of those, but Mabel died. I don't know what killed Mabel, but it's very likely that Mabel just died to some basic bitch shit. Greed should have the sauce to handle Judgment Bird, so Greed goes in to work with Judgment Bird. And then we have Piper suppressing right now, but I think it's more important that we deal with these meltdowns. So who do we have available here? And can you work with, we have Lean is available. Lean has a high chance of succeeding, so we'll send Lean in there to work. It's unfortunate, like I really would love to go deal with Army in Black. I would love to just send people in to go deal with Army in Black wherever it might be. But doing that can potentially cause a cascade, which could be really bad. We need to get you out of there. Now we need to figure out who's free. Kirgo is free, so we'll send Kirgo up here to work with this Army in Black. And then there's another Army in Black up here. Falgrim's free, we'll send Falgrim in to go work. Unfortunately, Falgrim's in Central Command and is like a billion light years away, so It's going to take a while because Central Command is so big. All right, so she's getting some feedback here from my work. Okay. Taking a peek here to see what it's looking like. Employee under the spell. I would love it if we could get a trigger. On this. Where is Syoko? Okay, Syoko just got out of there. Syoko needs to handle this. Julie's already working on that, and Jax is working on that, so... And then I think I assigned people to attack the other army in blacks. I think I could use Dare Frey shoots. Okay. Big Bird still is at a counter of 2. And we've got everybody here suppressing already. I can't risk sending them elsewhere. I need to do... Oh, you know what? We could send you to just touch old lady and that'll trigger the meltdown. Perfect. Okay, we got our bullets back. Okay, I've got 19 shots. Honestly, once the rest of the clerks are dead, this should be a non-issue. 2. There are no clerks down here. The remaining clerks here, I think, are cooked. Now we've got to work with Central. These 2 down here. And I think that's all of the downstairs departments. I'm pretty sure that covers all of the downstairs departments. Okay. I need to take like a breather and let my brain cool off for a second. I'm gonna do that while I equip my my heart rate monitor because I forgot to put it on. I hope everybody's doing well today. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I ended up waking up around 2. I mean, I used to really struggle with insomnia a lot whenever I drank alcohol. But since I quit, I've been doing significantly better with my sleep schedule. But unfortunately, we kind of hit a point in our like house renovations. The house we moved into is super, super old. And is covered in, I mean, like people didn't live here. It's in the mountains and people didn't live here for a really, really long time. Like 20 plus years. So it's kind of a mess right now. And, I mean, not right now. We've been working on cleaning it, but I have a level 5 allergy to dust mites. And, yeah, that's why I was like, oh man, my heart rate is a bit on the wacky side right now. I should check to see what my number is. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot to equip it. But yeah, I've basically, I've got a level 5 allergy. It's whatever the doctors told me that it was the highest possible category of allergy that you can have. And it's for dust mites, their droppings and their food. So dust mites and all things associated with them. And I'm like hyper allergic to it. I'm also allergic to mold, and we live in, again, a super humid area. So I end up just waking up in the middle of the night dealing with some pretty nasty allergies. And I don't love that. I don't personally love that. Wow, that is a lot of damage. I just saw Fatal deal like 200 damage to her in one swing. Just sick. Okay. All right. I'm now taking a gander around. Oh, we've got one who's still alive. Have we finished suppressing? Oh, there's another one up here. See if we can send Ferret over here to suppress that one. And then I think we sent Lean to go suppress one as well. And Kirgu, and we sent Piper to go do a thing, but I think Piper's already gone done the thing. So now we can have Piper attack this thing. Okay, she is... Alright, that's phase 2 is done. Fuck, I can't pause anymore. God damn it. I think that's it. That's game. Yep, I think we're just cooked. Oh, man. I had forgotten about White Knight. Yeah, so I don't even know how many people are still alive. But I don't think many people are. Yeah, it's absolutely horrible. I think we lost the kill team. Yeah, the whole kill team died. They were all there. They were like my first people, so I think they were automatically chosen. It looks like she's charging up like an ultimate attack. She's like about to Hadouken. I'm observing. Obviously we've lost. I fucked up, and I allowed White Knight to break out. You said the red number keeps rising as soon as pausing stops. You cannot I want you to finish me with your power. You cannot stop the grand with just those hands of yours. Yeah. So I just wanted to see where we were at with her. Obviously I can't pause, so I've completely lost her. And I don't know don't know where she got off to. Yeah, this is a bit on the tricky side for obvious reasons. Like, I think we were doing significantly better that time than before, but I just fucked up, and I was all over the place except for White Knight. White Knight was the only one who hadn't melted down yet. Yeah. Oh, my heart rate drops when White Knight pops, and then Doom happens, and then my heart rate number keeps rising. Yeah. Yeah, White Knight, the gong immediately makes my heart rate start rising. So we got past phase 2 and we got to see phase 3. We know in phase 3 we lose our ability to control time. That's not something that we're totally unfamiliar with. And I know my facility well enough to be able to, I think, handle a situation where we, lose that. Hopefully, yes, perfect. White Knight is in a better spot now. We can move Doomhauer to be close to White Knight. Oh, where? All right, that is not great. Not great. But Necrokeldy and Fatal are all ones who are able to work with the Flesh Idol. I think I forgot to pull somebody off of the Flesh Idol and it killed them. No pause playthrough, not even really a challenge because anything difficult forces no pause anyway. True. How you doing tonight, Necro? Okay, so I don't think I need Jobby here. I'm gonna move Jobby somewhere else. I think I'm gonna move Jobby in Central because we have more than 2 things up here to deal with. Yeah, I'm just hoping that I think I'm gonna start off by sending a bunch of people to go do work. Now I'm gonna start off by gunning down as many clerks as possible. We're gonna pause the game as soon as we get in, and like as soon as we get in. Yeah, we paused already. Okay, before she even gets the chance to do that, we're gunning clerks down. Unfortunately, there's a big cluster of clerks that are all piled up right on top of my goats, so I can't mess with them. I'm going for twofers right now, because that's 2 that won't die and trigger others to spawn. And I think this is 3 right here. At least 2. Oh baby, look at that. That was 3 of them all stacked up together. These little idiots. Okay. I think that's all of the twofers that I saw downstairs. Yeah. Okay, that's all the twofers I saw downstairs. Now we'll do this department. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of dead clerks. Double kill, Killtrocity, unstoppable, Kilimanjaro. Exactly. That's I mean, if we got kill announcements, the manager would be on a penta spree, a giga spree even. So we've still have a couple of people who are piled up, unfortunately, in places where I'm not going to be able to gun them down. I've got 4 bullets left. I think I'll save them. But I'm gonna preemptively send somebody to go work with Big Bird. And where did White Knight go? Here he is. So, and then we're gonna send Doomhauer to go immediately start working with White Knight. And the reason for that is because when he finishes doing work with White Knight, which is going to take him exactly 48 seconds, then it resets. So, we'll get extra leeway on that one. Then, I think having folks set up in front of things that they're going to do work with is maybe the way to go, because when they're all piled up in the center, they're much more likely to get in trouble. I don't know, splitting the party is usually a bad idea, but I think having people in positions out of the way and very close by to the thing that they're most likely to be working with is probably for the best. Okay, you can go up here because any bozo can work with the items and make it go down here. For the others down here, it's really hard peeling people out of Central, but, like, I think I should. And right here, out the gate, we need to send one of the 3 goats to get the blessing. I think we'll send Fatal to get the blessing from the Knight of Despair. It's incredibly important that we have the Knight of Despair have that blessing out in the open, and having it on somebody who is incredibly unlikely to die unless the game is unless we're cooked. Like, Fatal doesn't die unless we're fucked, basically. All right, and then we're gonna have Cat up here, and I don't know where is Yum Yum. Yum Yum's in here somewhere. No. Nope. Shit. I can't select Yum Yum exclusively, but I can individually select cat and I can multi-select Yum Yum. Okay. Then we send, well, we're not going to send the goats in until Fatal has, no, until we've gotten the first set. Okay. We've done a total of like 1 millisecond of the level. Time to unpause. Oh my god, there are so many here. All right, we're getting our first wave. And we can see them. So we've got Theresia. We already have somebody en route to go work with that one. And now, aside from the ones that we have to work with, I think we want to send people in preemptively, like right now, to go work with the others in an attempt to head off. No, we're not going to be able to get work done with Army in Black. I can almost guarantee it. While we're paused here, I'll see if I can double kill with my remaining bullets. It's very unlikely, but it's worth a shot. We got one here. And one more. If I can get one more double kill, that'd be fantastic. Yep. Boom. Okay, now we need to send people in to go work. So we'll send Mabel up here. Over here. Greed with Judgment Bird. Can get Georgia to do work there and have Juliet do work here. All right, now I think that means we've got all of the meltdowns have somebody assigned to them. We're gonna send Necro up here. That sucks. I hate Flesh Idol so much, and it just sucks that we have Flesh Idol right out the gate. All right, now it's time to start doing extra work to push the timer forward. Or not timer. We're trying to push forward the detonation, basically, the Quillpoth counter, or the Quillpoth meltdown level. I'm trying to push that forward, because if I can push that forward, I get my bullets back. I can deal with the one thing breaking out, but I'm gonna have trouble if Big Bird gets out. Like Army in Black is like almost guaranteed to break out. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think we might still have a couple of people who aren't working. Lean isn't working. I'll send Lean to go work with Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. And Owen can work here with that. I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else that I can do. We're gonna have to count to 30 with Necro. Alright, we start our 30 count when I unpause. We're about to finish the last bit, but we only have one person who can actually engage her in combat. And it's Keldy. Yum Yum is also not assigned to anything, so I think I might have Yum Yum beat on her a bit as well. Oh wow, the Quillpoth meltdown, we almost hit meltdown level 2 in like 30 seconds. One. pausing because we're at about 15 seconds. And I wanted to take a peek around and see who was done with their work. Specifically looking to get Fatal back, but Fatal's still mid-work. We need to send one more person to go do some kind of work. I think I'll send Ferret over here. Okay. Okay, we got Necro out. My god. Fuck, Yum Yum died. Oh, man. That's really obnoxious. She beat Bina's ass. Yeah, Yum Yum was pounding on her. There is a reason why I send Fatal and Necro to go attack Bina directly, because I think they're the only ones who are actually able to fight her heads up. Okay, we are starting up top. The aggressive as hell face on the clerk, and then immediately after I pull the trigger, he's like, "Aw. Oh, man. I was gonna do a thing." I think that's as good as it's gonna get because they're so spread out. But we've eliminated the vast majority of them. Big Bird is at 4. So as long as we don't go losing a bunch of like actual characters, and watch this. Boop. Just black dots everywhere, and the clerks are practically all dead. I think, yes, Central still has clerks. Information still has clerks, and welfare still has clerks somehow. I don't know how, but they do. Oh, shit. I sent Keldy to go work with the Dreaming Current. I did not actually intend to do that. I wanted to send Yum Yum to do it, but Yum Yum died, so... Okay, so I think we send everybody back in to go work. Especially with White Knight. We need to make sure we stay 100%. We need to stay on top of White Knight. I think we only have one floater in here now, and that's Cat. Okay. She's just triggered the next phase. It's so nerve-wracking. It's so fucking nerve-wracking, you guys. When we have a purple dawn coming in like normal? Fuck. Okay. Alright. It's fine. Purple dawn is not really a big deal. It's just another thing that I'll have to deal with. I need to make sure that I trigger that and I deal with it before we get further along in this fight. Because this is not going to go well. I think Mabel goes up here and then we'll have Lean do this. It doesn't matter if Mabel gets their stats scrambled to shit. And we had Greed. I think, yeah, I sent Greed to go get Well Cheers, but we'll send Hoon to go do that. Piper is sent to go down here. Akane is taking a bunch of damage. Brown can go pick that up. Once no, we should flip that. We'll have Akane pick this up because then she's gonna die if she goes and does work after that. So we'll have Akane pick up the thing that means we can't do work, and then we'll have the other one, Brown, go touch the book and then go back. One other thought, you could stall on assigning the last room of each type and buy time for A team to get Terror to Pound Town. I mean, that is an option. I don't know what Meltdown of Gold does offensively. It seems like Meltdown of Waves and Meltdown of Dark Fog all have some kind of an offensive element that sucks in general to deal with. So, yeah, I don't know if that is something. I'm considering. I'm considering it. We're gonna send Necro to go work over here, I guess, because I don't really have much of an option. Where is Fatal at? Okay, so Fatal is on the way to suppress. Oh, there's Fatal. So yeah, at least we have one person still on her. Now Jobby is going over here. We need somebody. Jeannie can touch this. I need somebody to go to the shelter. I think I'll have Keldy touch the shelter in a second. And it looks like we got a Meltdown of Dark Fog over here as well. Okay, we'll have Keldy go use that. Man, this facility sucks so much ass. On top of everything else that I have to deal with. And she does not want to stop. Can't stop, won't stop yet. She is on a mission. She's still resisting, so it doesn't really matter if I'm doing attacks on her. I want to trigger Dark Fog so I can get my bullets back. It's going to give me a couple of options. But not having people in the hallways to deal with it can be problematic. Upstairs is handled. We've got someone in each of those. Keldy's got that, or no, it's not Keldy. That's Shioko's got that one. Let's see. You've got that one. You've got that one. We're gonna send Kirgo over here to deal with that one. And there's the one down here, which is an issue. shit. I meant to send Jeannie into here. She's not going to make it. I don't think she made it. I think that meltdown went away. I'm pretty sure I tagged all of the other meltdowns, but all right, we need to go through and execute the remaining clerks. I think that was the last one for this department. As long as we have one clerk alive, we'll still have that marker. So we need to make sure that we find and kill all of them. It looks like I still have one alive in Central. Over here in Welfare, it looks like we also have one alive, but I can't quite seem to pinpoint their location. Oh, here we go. All right, so Welfare is clear. Here's a clerk up here. Fruit of Understanding is clear, which is good. Okay, I just, like... I'm not well. My brain is not in a good place right now. I'm freaking out, man. Also, she's still taking, like, no damage, and I'm pretty sure I addressed all of the things that were gold. At the very least, I addressed all of the ones that were gold. I must have missed a meltdown at some point. I don't know. I don't really have any other explanations for it. But we're going to send Necro in there, get Keldy out of there for sure, and then send Keldy in to go suppress. Now we have our suppression team back on their bullshit. Melee weapons, man. I would love to slow her down. Maybe gold isn't the take more damage one. It's possible. Yeah, that is possible. I don't know. Like all of the other ones seem to actually do something harmful. Or maybe I'm misinterpreting. I don't know. And all are possibilities. I really wish she would stop just walking away from me. It's so insulting. Well, ask and you shall receive. Yeah, she's doing wild resists. So I guess I just have to wait for her to pulse again. But we're not going to forget White Knight this time. We're sending somebody in to go work with White Knight right now. I don't want to waste any more bullets. I do want to take a peek around here and see if I can find this last clerk. Because if I can find the last clerk, the only way that we have Big Bird break... Big Bird is not breaking out unless the game is over. Unless the day is already completely fucked. And Army in Black can still break out. I don't know how many clerks I'd need to lose in order for Army in Black to break out, but it looks like all the clerks are dead. Clerks are down. She's aura farming. It's the main reason she died. It's so true, though. The reason Bina got put down in the first place is because she was aura farming. So I think as she's walking by, it looks like she's making things melt down. We're gonna check right here, because if Il Piano della Luna starts to freak out, we'll know. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. It is pretty thematically on point, I think. Because that is exactly what she was doing whenever she first assaulted the facility, is letting all of the abnormalities out. So having her just walk slowly along the hallway and slowly but surely cause meltdowns is pretty appropriate. Okay, I immediately was just like, wait a second, train? Train? No, there's no problem with train. Uh-oh. I think you are cooked if you stand there. Jax can actually handle it, I think. Yeah. We send Owen back in there to reset his positioning, and then have him start working on that. And then we have Jax start working with Big and Wilby. Okay. As long as we manage to stay on top of it, we should be fine. White Knight is at a -12 though. It's not great. And she is not taking any damage. I'm looking around. She didn't do another pulse, so I must have missed something. There must be something that I fucked up that made it so that I can't deal damage to her. The only thing that I saw that I missed was the Spider-Bud pulse. So I'm guessing that I just fucked up the Spider-Bud thing. I just have to do that again. I do think, though, like, I mean, I don't know, later on the fight might change, but I do think that I could probably unga-bunga my way through this. Just having everybody stand, just pay really close attention to movement and positioning and have everybody stand in the right spot. I think it would be possible to do something with it. Wow, I haven't seen her go down here before. We've got 2 scrubs over here. Okay, I kind of want to send Doomy back in here to work with White Knight again. We've got a -12% on our White Knight work right now. So that's not in a great position exactly. Because I have to keep working with White Knight. And I mean, -30 is as bad as it gets, and I think at a -30 that would probably kill Doom. Would it kill Jarbo though? Where is Jarbo? Like, we're gonna send Jarbo over here, and we're gonna send Doom over here. We're gonna have Jarbo work with White Knight. The reason being is that Jarbo has higher fortitude. I don't know if his stats got hamstrung. No, that's right. Our stats are capped at 130. His stats are perfect. But he does have this back wear, which gives him the bonus to movement speed and such. So inconsequential to, like, not really relevant to what we're dealing with, but God, the range on that hail attack is insane. We are slowly chipping away at her. Come on, guys. You know where she's at. Why do you guys stop? You could. It would just take forever at 90% defense. Yeah. For sure. For sure. I recognize that. I do realize that it would take a ridiculously long amount of time and would not necessarily be fun for me or for anybody watching. Although at this point, I'm not exactly sure what else I can do, because I'm looking around the map and it doesn't appear that there's anything that I can actually do work on. to speed up this process. I think the only thing I can do is just wait for her to do her thing. Jobby, I'd love it if you would not get close to her. Would be great. I keep having, like, every time I click off of her to like micromanage Fatal, Necro, and Keldy, I have to like find a way to click back on them. I'm just waiting. I don't know what I can do to trigger her to do the thing. Fatal is role-playing Charlie Brown with how often she's swinging at thin air. It's true. She is just wildly swinging out in the open. I don't really have any way around it. I could keep Kiriko following and attacking her, because Kiriko actually does like hit really regularly, and does a decent amount of damage. I think the weapon that Kiriko is using is like better in general than what everybody else is using, but their defenses are not, I don't think, up to snuff. I think Kiriko would probably get close to one shot by her pale attack. And yes, I could micromanage it, but dot dot dot. But dot dot dot. So we're at a minus 18% on White Knight. Not great. Not great. I've been kind of keeping everybody still and hanging out and not really doing anything because I wanted to see if I could get her to do the pulse again if I just waited for it. But she's not pulsing. And oh, shit. I'm looking at Schadenfreude. Okay, so she just did a thing. This is a free White Knight motion. Emma took a bunch of damage because she's standing over here. But she was able to survive that attack. I don't think she could survive another one, but she was able to survive that one. Now I've got to get out of Schadenfreude's view. I gotta pause and zoom out to check. I just want to make sure that everybody is green. I don't want Kiriko following the Arbiter. She's so cool looking. Can I just say she is neat looking. This could be bad for Emma. I don't even know if Emma's going to be able to get out of here. Okay, good. I was going to say, shit. If she decides to do 2 of those long-ranged turn around and shoot a pillar out off into the distance attacks, it's probably going to be bad. I think she's going up. Guys and gals. Julie takes a knee and starts firing her her Barrett 50 cal that does sanity damage. You love to see it. Fatal can take it. So can Mickey. Although I don't love that. Mickey is just gonna take this straight to the face. Okay, and that sent off all 3 of these into Meltdown. Alright. I see you. I see you, Biddy. Alright. We said Mickey for this one. There's Mickey right there. And now we need to send somebody to go work with their Freyschütz. Yeah, sure. I think anybody could do work with their Freyschütz at this point. My God. Is there... Okay, I'm going to pause for a second, and I'm asking a genuine question that I would actually like you guys to answer. I want to know, am I doing something wrong here? There are no meltdowns that I can see. Is there something that I should be doing to try to provoke her to do those special meltdowns, or did I just miss my chance, and now I just have to fight her until I push her into the next phase the hard way? Is that what's happening? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a teensy bit confuzzled. Nope, you're doing it right. Specials are on a timer. Okay. I'm just trying to keep everybody alive right now. That's my primary goal. We do get unlimited free energy without the Quopath meltdown counter going up ever. I did not forget about you, White Knight. Jobby still hasn't healed? Oh no, Jobby must have just finished doing work with White Knight, and that's why his HP is low. No, White Knight is down to the point where we're doing half. Oh my god, he must have just barely survived. Okay, shit. I don't have any better options for that. I just don't have any better options. The only alternative that I could think of is sending like Necro or Keldy or Fatal down there. I think Keldy's doing mostly because of the damage that Keldy had, or because the weapon Keldy has. Keldy's doing mostly. I love that you got the bubblegum thing. That's so perfect. I love that so much. All right, yeah, so I think we're gonna send Keldy down here to work with White Knight. It's unfortunate, like, pulling somebody off of the assault team, but I think that I need to have somebody who can do White Knight at minus 30% and survive, and that would be Keldy. No damage, not even a scratch. The punishing bird peck 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 while all of this other shit is going on. Honestly, I love that the meltdown where? Where's there a meltdown? Did I miss one? I don't think I did. I've been paying really close attention to where she shoots her bolts. Uh-oh, Georgia. Honey, you might not survive this one. Oh, it went over her head. Awesome. And I didn't see any meltdowns get triggered by that one. Keldy is currently on White Knight. And I want to see how much damage Keldy takes from White Knight. Two. Keldy can't die to White Knight. I declare, cockily, I'm sure right before Keldy dies to White Knight. Murphy's Law, right? What can happen will happen. I don't necessarily know if it's possible unless White Knight pops and then kills Keldy. White Knight pulls out a Glock 1 trillion red damage. Well, it is. The Glocks are OP. Okay, and we have Piper go work here. And we did get meltdowns from that, so we can just go solve this real quick. So I'm fairly certain that this is phase 2. I don't think I took her health bar down twice, did I? I don't think, yeah, in phase 3 it's whenever I can't pause, so that's when shit gets weird. Okay, so this whole road right here just got fucking activated. We love that. Okay. Doomhauer goes inside of here and gets out immediately. Cat works with nothing there, and I need somebody to work with Flesh Idol. Fucking hate Flesh Idol. I guess I need to send... Oh my god. Couldn't have done it without Hakma helping her. That's true. That's true. The only person that could fuck with my ability to mess with time is Hakma, right? Hakma's like, I just want to see you at your best. Well, Doomhauer should be able to survive Flesh Idol for 30 seconds, but I'm just going to have to be on it and count. Jesus Christ. It does psychic damage, so it looks like it at least doesn't do, Oh wow, we're down to common success chance there. That's not great. Do we have anything that is higher than common? No, we don't. I need to reset White Knight. I need to reset him, but I don't think I can. All right, we're at 10 seconds. Okay. Alright, that was black damage, but it did not cause any issues. We'll send Doomhauer back into here. She has not set off. It's been like a billion years. Obviously, it hasn't been that long. Oh my god. I hate Schadenfreude so much. It's been a really, really long time. It's definitely been longer than 60 seconds. I've been chasing her around the map for like a really, really long time. She went all the way from downstairs, dipped up to upstairs. I think we might be dealing with a bug. Deadass. I think it might be a bug. Goddamn Flesh Idol again. Okay. I I guess we have Keldy. No, Keldy's in suppression at the moment. I guess Doomhauer, go back to Flesh Idol. Yeah. Okay. Man, this is ass. It really is. I don't know what I missed. There's only one thing that I could think of. There's only one thing that I am sure that I didn't get. And I'm not gonna lie, it sucks real bad to have that one thing seemingly just screw up what feels like the better part of a half of an hour. Would you please just use your goddamn ability again? Like, yeah, she moved to one of the main rooms and she stops and looks like she's gonna do something, but idle and use that as the safe exit warning. I could maybe do that, Keldy, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I could do that. Like, in theory, yes, I could do that, but I don't think I could practically. I don't think I could do that. No. Oh shit. Oh my god, yeah, that hurts. That's scary. Sending Doomhauer back down there is scary. We've got to tick up this timer. I can't handle it. I can't handle this intensity for much longer on White Knight. I need to be able to get Keldy off of White Knight and back onto the boss. Cat suppressing. Doomhauer is the one I want to send down here, but he is low to an uncomfortable degree. She goes. Again, walking past nothing there. Causing chaos. She's lost 60% of her health, and we've been doing it pretty relatively safely. But goddamn, is it just really annoying to have to fight her this way. Flesh Idol again. God damn. I think I'm gonna need to have like Fatal dip off to the side and do Flesh Idol this time. No, Fatal can't do it. It's gotta be Necro. Okay. All I can find is this is one of 2 annoying bugs with this fight. Love that. I am the bug whisperer, so if it is possible to run into a bug, I will run into it. I think I've actually seen this particular bug twice, because the previous time that I fought her, it seemed as though she did something very similar to this. All right, White Knight is at full on minus 30%, but I do think it doesn't, when the work result was normal, the counter increased with a normal probability. Yeah. And the physical and mental health of employees stationed in White Knight's department were healed. Okay, so I just need to get a normal interaction, and that's anywhere between 16 to 25. We got 17 last time. We are like on borrowed time with White Knight. I need to kick this over, especially before she moves into the next phase. Otherwise, we're going to be in serious trouble. So I'm going to try to trigger this event. I hate bugs. I hate bugs. It's the worst. All right, do we get standard meltdowns? Because I don't see any meltdowns anywhere on the facility unless it's triggered by her. It seems like we just get our bullets back and we get our reset. All right, so Keldy can work with White Knight again. We don't need to work with White Knight right this second, but actually we can have Keldy get back on the Arbiter and have Doomhauer go to White Knight. Or not Doom, I think we had Jarbo doing it. Where's Jarbo at? There's Jobby. Piper's like, I'm involved! Honestly, though, 3 damage is triple damage. It's more than what everybody else is doing. Alright, we're about to get meltdowns. I think if I'm already in there, it doesn't trigger a meltdown. I wasn't inside yet, so it did trigger the meltdown. It looks like Mickey is currently working with Welcheers. Should take like 2 seconds and he'll be out. Julie, I don't want you suppressing. I want you to stand sentry in your spot. Okay. And then as soon as Mickey gets out, Mickey goes over here to work with the Naked Nest. No, you guys get out of here. She's spooky. She's about to do her judgment attack. Okay. Yeah, I feel like when she goes into these rooms, you'll see she stops for a second. I think she's supposed to do her pulse here. And she just doesn't. I really don't love that. Really don't love that. I would genuinely, I'd pull in as many people as I possibly could and start working on another strategy. For example, just like murder balling her. But I really do need, oh my god. Jukruk, you almost lost all of your all of your SP. Spooky. Okay, now we have Greed. Work here. Oh my god. The only reason she's supposed to not do the special meltdowns is if any are ongoing and you cleared them all. Yeah. It's incredibly annoying because I know she's gonna flip. I'm playing this as safe as I can, but she's gonna flip into the next phase, and there's gonna be some bullshit blazing that is gonna cause a bunch of chaos or a bunch of bullshit, and I'm gonna be in trouble. I can feel it in my bones. She do be on her bullshit. It really does feel like Keldy is doing practically no damage. With the flurry attacks, it's just like a... It's so disappointing. And Fatal's DPS depends heavily on, or depends entirely on whether or not she's standing still. I think Fatal can't hit her. Uh-oh. We're all about to take some brain damage. Big yikes. And we did get another meltdown with Judgment Bird. I don't think anything else triggered. Well, we've gotten down to her HP. We can see... Hey, you can answer this question. How many phases are in this fight? I'm assuming 4. Because that's how many phases we had before. Oh, 3, okay. Well, we'll see. I think this is definitely the most annoying boss fight that I've had so far, and it's entirely because of this bug. Because we saw she got murked. Completely murked. Just by our 3 DPS goats in the first phase. And I could practically guarantee the second phase would go something very similar would go down in the second phase. If she had actually... Oh no! Oh my god! Oh. I hate... I fucking hate him so much. I hate him so much. I can't even express to you guys how much I fucking hate White Knight. Oh, I hate him so much. Oh my god. Rip Bozo. And the birds are out now. Oh my god. Seriously though, like, I had that shit on lock. And this bug, and I'm dead. Yeah, of course you're dead. Yeah, everybody dies whenever White Knight pops. I didn't cheese the shit out of the game and make it so that I didn't cheese the shit out of the game and make it so that White Knight was spawning in on random bozos. So yeah, everybody good dies. Please, for the love of God, just let me finish this. Oh my god. Let me finish this quickly. I hate that this takes away my ability to pause as well. I can't reset the day, and the day is fucked anyway. I just want to alt F4 whenever he pops. Bina bug abusing to victory. It's true. Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate White Knight since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits and wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nano angstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1000th of the hate I feel for White Knight at this micro instant. For White Knight, hate. Is that taken from the wiki or something, or did you just write that? Because God, I can't. There aren't words to describe the degree to which I hate White Knight. I have no mouth and I must scream. Yeah. It's my God. Yeah, use your magic on me, Fatal. Did my heart rate just fucking spike when White Knight spawned? I mean, like, I know when I know my heart rate is elevated whenever I start swearing, and I start ranting and raving. It went from 100 to 80 somehow. I guess that's because I was so hyper focused on the boss, and then when White Knight came, all the pressure just disappeared because I was like, well, I'm fucked, I guess. So it doesn't matter. All right, Jobby is gonna be on suppression duty, I guess. So yeah, we'll just deal with that. We lost Yum Yum really early on to something stupid, so okay. So right out the gate, we gotta do this nonsense again. Honestly, I would love to summon the bunnies, except that the bunnies would make all of the bad shit I have locked up in here in the facility break out and start wreaking havoc. I hate that this is the only solution to taking out the clerks. To like ridding myself of the burden that the clerks rest on my shoulders. On my heavy, heavy shoulders. It's Jover heart rate. It's true. It's Jover heart rate. As soon as I hear the gong, I'm like, huh, well, we had a good run, right, boys? We had a good run, but we're fucked now. We're cooked. I've got 7 more bullets. Got a nice 3 stack right there. That's good. Punishing Bird didn't get out. That's that trip, I think. It's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle in February. Boop. 3 more murder bullets. Trying to edge this so that I don't kill Hoon, but I get these bozos out of the way. Well, there goes the first spike. I love that the first spike hits before anything else actually triggers. So we take like the clerks take damage and die before they even really have the opportunity to okay. Before I really have the opportunity to react to anything, the clerks all just instantly die. It sucks. Alright, there go the meltdowns. Okay, we've got our meltdowns. I see 1, 2 golds over here. Should be pretty easy to take care of. Jax and Daphne. And on top of that, we are sending people in to just do as much work as possible. We do White Knight immediately. We send in Yum Yum over here and Cat over here. And then on her, we send in the kill squad. The full kill squad. I really seriously would love to send Fatal over to the Night of Despair, but I wanna get past the first phase, like, immediately. And I will avoid doing work with the Night of Despair until I absolutely have to. Syoko, and then we want to position... I kind of want to keep everybody in the upper areas. There goes Hoon. We can have Piper work with Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary, and Greed is going to need to work over here. God damn. It took like 2 seconds for them to take a bunch of damage. Mickey can work with this thing. We'll have Brown do it. Shit, I don't know. I hope we get lucky and she stops bug abusing. That I would love it if she would stop bug abusing. Honestly, if I never ran into another bug and I got to finish the game without needing to deal with a single other bug. That would be so cool. Lit even, we could say. All right, Jejun Rook can go work with the fairies. I'm gonna preemptively work with Big Bird. He's just an utter shit show if he gets out, so preemptively work with that. And then Owen can work over here. I think with all of that, we can send Jeannie over here to work. I think, yeah, let's send Jeannie over there to work. I think with all of that, we should be fine to clear the first phase. And hopefully, what I'd love to see is I'd love to see us not only clear the first phase, but also trigger our first meltdown. That would be super cool. I really appreciate that she shot that, like she whiffed that. I feel like she did it on purpose. Trying to give me a break. You can work with Bald is awesome. Not Ferret. Georgia can work with Bald is awesome. No, shit. I've already got this person coming down here. Well, Ferret, if you get out of this, you're gonna be bald, my dude. If you make it out alive, you're making it out alive bald. And we'll send Kirgo over here to work with that guy. Have we triggered all of the works? I think we have triggered all of the works. All right, let's take a peek at how our HP is doing. It's going goodbye. Why are the clerks here? Honestly, why are the clerks here? I wish I had a kill bullet. I wish I had a kill bullet. They yearn for death. They absolutely just want to die. It's insane. They want to get an autograph from Bina. She's finally come out of the dungeon that she lives in, and everybody wanted to get an autograph. Fair, honestly. Okay, I need to trigger a meltdown, like, immediately. Because she's about to call up more bullshit. Oh, fuck. Juliet is panicking? What was Juliet doing that you panicked? I don't even know what Juliet was doing that she panicked. Oh, man. Brown, go work with their phrase shoots, I guess. And then we could have anybody. Is that Hoon right there? Yeah, that's Hoon. Okay, come on, trigger, trigger, trigger. Do it, do it, do it. Trigger, trigger. No! We're one away. We're one away. We didn't get it. Shit. And Juliet is committing suicide. Stop, please. Oh my god. Alright, Georgia needs to suppress him so we can get him under control. Greed is the only one that can work with that. So we have the meltdown of waves. I don't see any gold meltdowns this time. So that leads me to believe that gold is not the one that allows me to do damage to her. Perhaps it's meltdown of dark fog. Army in black looks like it is itching to break out. We were so close, honestly. I just needed one more. That was it. Oh. It's ass. Do we have anybody close by who can trigger? We'll try with Daphne. Like, I'm not saying it's not possible to deal with this bullshit. I'm not saying it's not possible to deal with the bullshit being blazing. I am just saying that this, like, me not being able to trigger the meltdown, even though I sent these two down here and I definitely only had 2 blocks left, I think she did her meltdown thing at the exact same time that one of them went in here, and it didn't give me a meltdown counter. I needed to get a reset on my bullets, like, yesterday. I guess it's possible if I trigger Spider Bud. Like, Cat's gonna need to trigger, like, immediately. Trigger Spider Bud. Okay. Alright, I have my bullets. I've got 19 bullets now. So now I can kill clerks. I need to assign agents to these destinations. I think this bozo's gonna die. Because you see the claws coming in for him. He's already gone insane. Ferret. Ferret's bald now. White Knight is currently being worked with, so I don't need to think about that. This right here absolutely needs to be addressed, and it has a very specific person that will work with it. And I have to pay extra attention. It's another spinning plate. I hate this. I think Keldy. I'll send Keldy in. And for this one, Yum Yum is suppressing. We need Yum Yum to fuck off real quick. What else do we have? This right here can be worked on by Genie. And then these three should be pretty easy to assign. And Jax can get into the bunker and then come out of the bunker immediately afterwards. The only thing that we have left is Theresia, which I have enough time as long as I am able to pull that person off of Theresia. It might have been, he might have actually gone insane. I don't remember sending him in on Theresia, but I might have for a meltdown. Oh, he almost died, but he didn't. Oh, never mind. He's gonna go explode. Come on. Come on. Get there. Get there. Gun him down. Oh no. He's enduring it. He's gonna explode. I can't do it. Keldy's there. I guess I send Necro over here to work with this and keep Fatal on her. I need to count to 30 now. God damn it. There's just so much going on, so many spinning plates. This would not have been an issue if I had the meltdown happen whenever I needed it. Okay. 12 bullets left. Central is so goddamn big. Seems like an unlimited amount of bozos to gun down. Similar situation to what we had last time. I still need to God damn. I need to do another meltdown. It's basically the same thing that happened last time. I still need to do another meltdown. Alright, Piper can work with her, and then we need to have somebody work with Theresia. I don't know if we're going to be able to recover Juliet, because she looks like she wants to explode. Come on. We got her! Pog! With 9 HP. Okay, we can end usage, so that's done. And we see the black doo-doo just flew down to the Arbiter. It looks like she's vulnerable. It looks like she's actually taking damage. Yeah, she takes double damage right now. Alright, so we hit her with the vulnerability. Now we just need to gun her down. I still need to count to 30 with Necro. You need to get out of that shelter. And I guess I need to send people to go do work again. Random work. Stay in that shelter. Wait, why? It causes random meltdowns around the facility. Isn't that a bad idea? Keldy's free. Oh, she's down to reduce damage again. She just keeps running away. I thought she slowed down when we hit her with her own bullshit, but it looks like she doesn't actually slow down. She's so goddamn annoying. The fact that Fatal is like right on her ass the whole time, but just can't keep up. We can't actually do any damage to her because she's on her bullshit. And we'll see if she does this bug again. She's down to endure now. I don't have any slow bullets. Shit. Okay. We pushed her into the next phase. I don't have any more murder bullets, and we're still not in a great position as far as that goes, but oh my god. Here we go. You see my heart rate jump up to 110? can't reach them fast enough. And she's taking bonus damage, but it's not enough. Oh my god, fuck. I can't, oh my fucking god, I can't. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with that. I can't. I can't keep up with that. I don't know what to do. Literally meltdowns all over the entire map. I can't pause. I can't do anything. I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to handle that. I know I sent somebody in to work with White Knight too. I don't know how. I guess there was a meltdown on White Knight like immediately after that was count. I don't know. I have no idea how that happened. I'm just gonna let Jax stay inside this shelter. I'm gonna take a peek. I'm gonna take a peek at, I gotta find her on the map because I'm confused. There she is. The question is, like, are they attacking her? It does seem like they are trying to, but their attacks are, and their wind-ups are so slow that it takes them like a million years to actually hit them. So, and she's, you know, she's always on her bullshit. She's always moving around. Yeah, literally just walking. She just walks right past that one. Thanks for the hug. Thanks for the hug. My heart rate is dropping now because I know I'm just fucked. She's abno immune. Oh my god. She takes 0, like completely immune to all abno damage. Grok, is this true? So the thing that's confusing me is it doesn't seem as though hang on. According to the wiki, yeah. Okay, so one of the things I'm noticing here is that her damage that she takes right now is at only 20% reduction. So she is vulnerable to pretty much all damage types right now, which is pretty great. Pretty great. I still have access to my rabbit team. The tricky bit is going to be initiating the rabbit team in an area that has nothing but her in it, and I think we're in it right now. Hostile entities. It's a 0. She's in the training team, right? I'm not hallucinating. That's her in the training team. What the fuck? She can leave? So she's just immune to the rabbit team lockdown? Man, that genuinely pisses me off. Is that a thing? Is she immune to this? Oh, now she's at 90% damage resistance. When did that happen? Did she do another round of meltdowns? Okay, she did another round of meltdowns, and that made her damage resistance jump up. So, oh fuck. Okay, brain hurty, brain go boom. I'm trying to devise a strategy. She does stand still, and she's perfectly immune to damage here. I'm curious, is she immune to damage? Is she immune to damage? This is important, and I don't want to flounder on this fight anymore. So please, if you have the information, put it in the bag. I want to know if she is, while she's charging up this aerial meltdown attack, I want to know if she's immune to damage. For this attack, when she stands still and she can be hit really easily, she's perfectly immune to damage. I love that. That's really cool. That's super neat. And now she's back at heavy damage. This might be, I don't know, this might be a bug. I've never seen these bullets not go out. I'm out of bullets, otherwise I'd buff Lean up. Beat the shit out of her, Lean. Got it? Oh, Lean died. I don't know what killed him, but he died. Shit. Well, I think we're cooked. I can't press escape. And this might be, yeah, I think we're in another one of those situations where I'm boned. We've found another bug. Yippee! Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that what I do is I send in the random bozos, live or die. Whether or not they will live or die, it doesn't matter. I send in the random bozos all over the facility into the space for the initial round of meltdowns. Then literally everybody else, all Aleph people, will be sent to her during phase 2, right before she pops in phase 2. And I'm going to try to burn her down in phase 3. Like the second she pops into phase 3 and is damageable, I wanna be pounding her. And I have to alt F4. Okay. How does that strategy sound like something that is not going to waste another potentially 2 hours of my life? Or does that sound like something that'll actually work? I'd pound her. You would. I mean, I would too, but I mean, I'd love to know, yeah, I'd love to know if that strategy actually, you could have worded that better. I don't know, Fatal. I think I probably worded it exactly the way that I wanted to. Yeah. I wanna gang pound her. I wanna get the whole team together, all of my boys, and lay it down. No, I'm serious though. Does that sound like a strategy that would be semi-viable? I wanna take Bina out today. That's my goal. And I'd like to know if that strategy God damn it. You silly bitch. Alright, let's see where White Knight is now. I think you have to do the mechanic of clearing pillar meltdowns like a legit way. I need you to tell me how I'm gonna do that, Keldy. I would love you to tell me how I'm gonna do that. Uh, I don't. You say we need more bozos. I don't have any more lob. I'm out of lob. I can hire just a cup. Oh my God, get good. I'm being griefed. My friends are griefing me. So what I noticed is in that last phase, I was ignoring all of the meltdowns, and she still went to only 20% damage, only 20% damage reduced. I think it like the regular meltdowns. I think the regular meltdowns don't matter. The only thing that she triggers in the first bit of that third phase are the pale looking I don't know what else to call them because I can't pause the game and I'm not allowed to actually sit there and absorb what's happening. It's very, very chaotic. But it seems to me that if I send people to go and address the pale things, while I have all of my Aleph people, I need to like pause the second before she flips into second phase and send all of my people to fight her in that last bit. God damn, this fight is I would say that this fight feels harder than Jebera. It just that's how it feels. I don't know if it is actually harder than Jebera, but it feels right now harder than Jebera. I despise it, but I need to place I need to have people down here who can work with the flesh thing. That's something I noticed. I think it is. Yeah. This feels harder than Jebera. Jebera I could pause throughout the entire fight, and that made the entire thing easier to deal with. And I think she scales based on the difficulty of your facility. The harder your facility and the harder the abnos you have in your facility, the more you're gonna get fucked by her abilities. Okay. Let's hit it. Hope we get good RNG for our bozo positioning. I think the surprise down to 20% resistance is a red herring. There's a new phase 3 meltdowns, which are pillar meltdowns. I think you still have to plan to do paperwork at the start of 3. I need you to break that down a bit more for me, Keldy, because what the game is presenting me with is when she does the pillars and sends the pillars all over the place, they're standard meltdowns. If you're saying that it's a red herring, I mean, like, you're welcome to share with me something from the wiki, because if they're straight up if the game is straight up lying to me, I want to know about it. Because they introduce new meltdown mechanics in this particular boss fight, and if what you're saying is true, then they are straight up lying to me, and that will make me. I mean, I will obviously, I'll fail. I'll fail in my attempt to burn her in the third phase if what you're saying is true. I do know that there are unique third phase meltdowns that are pale in color, like the light blue color. But if what you're telling me right now is true, which I'd love confirmation. Don't get me wrong, Boo Boo. It's not that I don't believe you. It's just that I want to be 100% sure before I need to completely rethink my entire strategy, because the game is literally lying to me. Up until this point, the game's done break the third wall stuff and has done some goofy goober shit, and I love that stuff, but I don't like just when a game straight up introduces a mechanic and then is like, haha, yeah, we don't tell you about it, but yeah, it doesn't work that way. That's what I said. How is that different from exactly what I said? I said I ignore the standard meltdowns and I take out the pale meltdowns. I send every Aleph person in the facility at the end of phase 2 to her position and have enough people positioned around the rest of the facility to address all of the pale meltdowns. And then as soon as the pale meltdowns are down and her damage resist drops, then take her to Pound Town. That's exactly what I said. Okay. I got a little heated there because what you were saying directly contradicted what the game was giving me as far as information goes, and it was genuinely making me upset. I was like, this fight is hard enough already. I feel like they don't need to lie to me by introducing a mechanic that literally looks exactly like a normal meltdown and behaves like a normal meltdown, just like the pillars that she fires off that cause normal meltdowns. And those normal meltdowns, if ignored, have the same consequences of a normal meltdown when you ignore them. Okay. Der Freischütz. And see, we'll have Georgia is going to go get bald. My idea is we pounded her fast and hard. I checked. I misunderstand phase 3 when I said no, do paperwork. So your strategy is sound. Okay. Okay, good. I again, sorry I got a little heated there, but what you were saying directly contradicted the logical steps that I had taken in my brain, and I am fully aware that I am not only flawed and capable of making mistakes, but prone to do so. I oftentimes jump to conclusions, bump into walls, and then reassess based on my false conclusions. So having very clear and concise, like, yeses and nos as to whether or not my strategy is going to work is super helpful for me whenever I'm, dealing with something as seemingly opaque as this is. The heat is totally fair. I almost sabotaged you. It's not heat, like, it would be the same thing if we're playing a card game together and I'm like, no, that's not how it works. I need you to break out the rule book and then I need you to read the rule to me and make it make sense to me. Like, talk to me like a small child and make what you just said to me make sense, because it contradicts everything that I understand about the game. Which has literally happened with exactly you and I before. We've literally done this before. So I appreciate that I appreciate that despite the distance, nothing really has changed. Oh my god, Jikaruk is almost cooked. Red light slides across Keldiana's brow. It's a Cylon! They're a Cylon! Fracking toasters. That's such a good show. It's one that I oftentimes go back to and rewatch. Oh shit, nothing there has moved. Okay, well, Kirgo can handle nothing there without any real trouble. Okay, I'm just assigning everybody. I'm trying to see if I can push over into the next bit. Just like I did before, I'm trying to make sure that I have everybody assigned to something that will push the ticker forward so that I can make progress on the next bit, on the next phase, if you will. I've got the A team walking straight at her, full speed. All right, I paused, but we just started the altar. And I'm looking around. We've got 1, 2, 3. We're halfway there, and it takes 7. Got 3, 4, 5. No. Only 2? 3? So I still need to send in 4 more people. I need to find 4 more Abnos that I can send people in to work with. Spiderbud's 1. These 2 down here. We're gonna send in Syoko, and we're gonna send in Falgrim. That's 3. Okay. Shoes? Yeah, we can send Yum Yum to work with the shoes. That'll do. Alright, we literally just started. This should trigger our meltdown. Show me where in the rulebook that it says dogs can't play basketball. Wasn't that Airbud? That was like the whole theme of Airbud, wasn't it? This clerk is absolutely cooked. Oh man. She didn't work in that department, but oh my god, that clerk just got wrecked. Completely wrecked. Yeah, I'd be running away too. Alright, she is taking double damage right now. She is perfectly vulnerable, and we've got the team on it. Alright. Gotta count. Okay. Alright. Shit just got weird. We're in phase 2 now. As you do. Alright. Mabel, you go get your insides shuffled around. Leon can go touch that. We'll have Georgia's working with Bald is awesome. We'll have Juliet go touch Theresia. I need to remember, Theresia is being worked with right now. Hoon, Akane. This one needs to be worked on by Mickey. And then Brown can touch that one. We've got extra bodies up here, so we send in Piper to this one, Greed to her. And then I think we're looking at only needing maybe one more? Why can't I click on this? Oh, it's the distortion was not allowing me to. Okay, Owen can go over to here, and then we'll have Jax get in the shelter. And then Daphne over here. Okay, fuck. Kirgo there, and then in 4 seconds, this one is going to need to be worked on again. We can have Doomhauer work down here now that he's free. And we should be super, super close to triggering the next, not only triggering the next meltdown, which we need, but also triggering the next phase. Ah, shit. I need to switch gears and have Doomhauer go here. We have to take care of this meltdown. Can't be having the Dreaming Current break out right now. Oh, fucking Schadenfreude's out again. I don't have any bullets either. How did Schadenfreude get out? Was I watching? I can't remember working on him. I don't remember. I don't remember, goddammit. That's gonna be a problem, because Army in Black might break out. I think getting in on Army in Black immediately, just to get the meltdown gone, is the way. And then I think Julie should be able to survive working with nothing there. See her resistances. She is vulnerable to damage now. I think we're almost at the time where I need to start sending people down to her. Oh yeah, it's out. We knew it was gonna break out. And it's because of Schadenfreude. I must have triggered the Schadenfreude work, and now we're very likely to see. I just need one more work to trigger, for fuck's sake, game. Just one more work. Okay. I just want Big Bird to not get out. And I need to make sure she doesn't get pushed into into the next phase now. I really can't have her switch into the next phase. My strategy won't work if she does. Okay, now I think we have everybody bugger off of her. We need to put down... Do we? Do we need to put down what we've got here? Or can we just send everybody to go work on her? I think if we send everybody down here to go attack her, ignore the things coming out. Obviously not White Knight. We send somebody to go work with White Knight right now, just in case. Right? We send Bobby to go work with the White Knight right now, just in case. But maybe it's better. I mean, I'm not pushing her over right this second, but maybe it's better if I send like everybody wearing Aleph gear starts to come downstairs, starting with the people who are all the way upstairs. I need to leave at least 2 people in each quarter to kind of handle the spread. Yeah, we're gonna try. Nope, you guys need to back off, like, immediately. I need to get into my murder ball. And Jobby's got to go do work up here. She's incredibly low. I should be able to take her out with very little trouble. Doomhauer is also going to stay in here. Is she back? No, she's still at endured. I do think this murder ball is almost big enough to handle it though. Okay. Yeah, I think. Okay. I'm gonna have to use my brain. Which I don't love. I don't love that. I need to have people already in position to handle the work that they're gonna need to do. We've got Genie and Falgrim. I think I pulled Falgrim away from this department. So depending on the number of meltdowns... This section here we will have covered. But we have nobody in the upper area. Schadenfreude shouldn't pop because he's currently escaped. But with only with only 2 people down here, Owen and whoever's in here doing work, I think it's another random bozo. The thing that I'm worried about is just not being able to pause and then having like limited selections in those zones. But that's kind of ever the point. Like I need to have as many people as I reasonably can on her to attack her. And goddamn. Okay, so maybe I pulled too many people out. God damn. This is such a tough fight. I think if I had grinded up Minimus Maximus and had like an entire second class of super soldiers ready, this would be significantly easier than it is. But alas, that is not what I did. If I push her over now, she does the meltdowns. I need to handle the meltdowns, or I can't damage her. I need to have my highest damage dealers in the area, relatively speaking. So I think having Julie here, having Falgrim back over here. So that means Julie and Falgrim will both be ready, like, and on deck to address this space over here. And then Ferret's got good damage, but not at a range. And I think Piper, I want to have Piper in the actually in the fight. Yum Yum and Cat are both using the censored weapon, the tentacle weapon. Yeah, I think I just need to pull the trigger. I just need to say fuck it and go for it. Are you fucking kidding me? Get there. Go, go, go. Fuck. Get there, get there, get there. Come on, come on. Gun her the fuck down. Yes! Are you fucking kidding me? I had somebody working with White Knight. My heart rate right now, holy shit. I don't know, Fatal. I honestly don't know. but I'm not doing that again. I could tell you that. I'm not doing that again. Oh my god. I don't know why White Knight popped. I have no idea. I had somebody in there working on White Knight. Unless her pillars hit the person that was in there and killed them, I don't know what happened. Silent Orchestra, Mountain, Burrowing Heaven. All of those suck. God damn, all of these suck too. I guess it doesn't matter since we're memory repoing because we have like a billion people who just died. I'm shaking. I'm shaking right now. Fatal, I don't think there's any shot you that you lived. I'm pretty sure you got turned into one of the followers. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna shake it off. Shake it off. Yet another place becomes a desolate wasteland in the end. Please spare me. I did everything you told me to. Don't you get any impression when the place you belong to has been reduced to ashes and dust? Since childhood, scenery such as a myriad of stars illuminating the sky or the sun's radiant light beating down upon the earth couldn't impress me one bit. This, however, gives me a thrill that makes me thirst for more. But it's still not enough. My thirst has not been quenched just yet. Why are you trembling so much? Where did the guts to betray your very own nest go? Please let me go now. You got everything you wanted. The plan wasn't perfect by any means, but it wasn't all that bad either. Thanks to those that place their trust in you, we get to have this magnificent view. Trust is one of my favorite weapons, you see. It leaves a great wound, no? The sweepers will arrive soon. Whenever there's trash, they'll always be on time to gather it up. It's a symbiotic relationship, so to speak. We're too busy to take care of all the dregs. No, please. Ah, yes, that face. Anything but the sweepers, please. That vivid expression on your face is the testament to life. Sipping tea. Oh, so her name is Garion. My two best companions, silence and the metallic scent of Black's tea. Wouldn't you agree? Now, the next stop is that place. It's rather displeasing that I have to depend on the information from some orange-haired girl, but the weak and the vulnerable tend to yield greatly valuable information. What kind of faces will show me what it means to be alive next? Sweep, sweep, sweep! The only things that could excite me were the dying and the crumbling. Only the sound of their last breath and the expressions they made while they clinged to their fading life could satisfy me. I recognized a long time ago that you and I were no different. We are the mutants this epoch has created. No, let's say that we're the new generation of humanity, fit better than anyone else to live through this age. That is why you could have planned all of this. However, no matter what you achieve here, the world will not change at all. The wings on the rise of the organizations from the back streets, the creatures in the outskirts, the abyss within the ruins, arbiters like me, the claws in the eye, you'll never have a chance against them alone. But simply idling here won't change the world either. If there are no more places to run to hide or rest, then I will witness everything you have to do with my own eyes. I shall not close my eyes just because my eyelids are heavy, nor shall I turn away just because the sight is painful. Simply proceed, like you always have. Then you may just triumph. Germinated the seed! 90%! Germinated that seed! My god, that fight was so nerve-wracking. The third phase is incredibly, incredibly wildly stressful. So, you wish to hear an answer from me. I've already made my conclusion. I was full of myself at first. I thought you'd never be able to do anything without me by your side when we first met. I think we already read this. 114 HR start of the first beatdown, 120 at slow bullet, 125 when she triggers next pulse, 129 as you work to assign work for a second pulse, gets down to 122 as you wait to see if it works, 115 at gunner the fuck down, yes, 116 in the moment of White Knight, but then drops to 108 as you see she's still cooked. Yeah, that was a roller coaster for my heart rate. I'm interested to see how many this tracks how many calories I've burned just by sitting here doing nothing. I'm very interested to see how many calories this boss helped me burn. Yeah, we already saw this. Okay. Well, that is all of the Seraphat, with the exception of I'm assuming one down below. I don't know. I don't know what the last section is because I haven't really messed with it, but we saw everything up to the fancy new office. Yeah, I've gotten all of the content up until we get to the fancy new office. It's literally the first time we had the new office, I unlocked Ego will no longer be lost or destroyed when the wielder dies. The department in which the suppression took place will no longer be influenced by meltdowns. Okay, so that's awesome, but I have a really big question. I want to know if my ego that I just would have lost is still with me. No, it's not. We lost it. So all of the ego that we would have... okay, we got to keep Twilight. That's good. But it looks like all of the ego that we had with us for the characters that died is gone. Let's see. Just to see a Mountain. We lost a Mountain. We got to keep Star and Adoration. We lost Pink, which we can get back immediately. All right, let's get back what we can get back immediately. And we did just pick up... oh, that sucks. If I'd have known, I would have picked up Mountain, because that would have been the best. We lost both of these ego suits from White Knight. Memory repo time for sure, but first I'm going to buy back the gear that I lost. None of that. That would be Wow Abnose. And Aleph Abnose. I don't think I ever bought Big Bird stuff. Alright, so... good God, y'all. Unfortunately, we didn't get to keep Mountain stuff. Let's go take a look at the ego list now and see what we've got. I guess we'll find out when we memory repo. We're just gonna see that people are missing their shit. Mountain is definitely one that we're missing. So let's see, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We're literally only missing one piece of Aleph armor. And we're missing, it looks like three pieces of Aleph weapons. 3 Aleph weapons. But Aleph weapons we have a better spread of. It just looks like one person who used to have Aleph gear isn't going to now, unfortunately. But it's worth it, honestly. Time to memory repo. There is no way I'm keeping... I mean, I think that was day 42. Oh, memory repo is definitely happening. I'm not going to accept losing my goats. The other random bozos I don't care about at all, but losing all of my goats is unacceptable. One interesting point here is I think when we memory repo now, we are going to get all of our lob back. And I think we lost our other friends. Make sure you reprint Desirag. Desirag's been dead for a hot minute. So has Xanadu's dead too. Alright, so now we need to take a look at our gear. Obviously, Keldy lost their ego gear. I don't remember what we had. Oh yeah, we had a Da Capo as your weapon. But we had Paradise Lost as your armor. We'll give you your Da Capo back. And then Greed. Greed had the Smile gear. So we're gonna put a pin in that and come back. Doomhauer's fine. Mickey had Da Capo armor, I think. Da Capo armor is gone too. We don't have Da Capo armor, so we've lost we've lost 3 pieces of armor. at this point. We've lost 3 pieces of armor. Man, that sucks. The Da Capo gear is a pain in the ass to get to because he just pops out every single time. All right. All right, we're gonna need to put a pin in that as well. I guess we'll do some. We'll put in some placeholder gear. Let's see. This isn't horrible. It's not ideal, but I do love that Mickey's just covered in eyes. And Greed will also get this armor as kind of placeholder armor. It's not bad, but nothing stands up to the Aleph gear. Ferret also had Da Capo gear, which means we need to slap on something else. I think this is probably some of the best gear that I've got. Julie's Ego suit. We have her Aleph suit still. And we can just re-equip that. And we also have her Ego weapon. Falgrim, we also have ya boy's Ego weapon. So we're going to slap that on. Now we move on to Necro. Necro gets their Ego suit again. And we lost that Ego weapon. I think Necro was using Mimicry. Necro, do you have another? Would you prefer to use the Fister? I'll give you the Fister if you like. Dying to help beat Bina's sociopathic ass is worth it. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, I would have taken a complete and total loss. Like I would have taken a map wipe, so, provided that I was able to actually clear that part. I would have taken whatever I could get my hands on. We have Mimicry. I can see it. Yeah, I know we have a Mimicry. I was just wondering if you had another preference for weapon, if you wanted to wear something else. And it looks like we've lost enough weapons that I don't have enough Aleph weapons to keep everybody geared in Aleph weapons, which is unfortunate. Alright, so Ferret needs a weapon. And Cat needs a weapon. So Ferret and Cat both need weapons. So we've got a gold rush. We need one more weapon. Yeah, we lost 3? It's the other Aleph. Oh, I think we lost 3 weapons. I guess we were just using them all. Oh, well that sucks. So Ferret doesn't even have... Ferret's down to just WoW gear. You want both 1/8 chance we got to keep Twilight? We kept Twilight. Yeah, you're fully geared. That was the first thing I checked, is if we got to keep Twilight whenever the ticker flipped over. All right. Yeah, I guess it's unfortunate, but I guess we just need to slap a piece of placeholder gear onto Ferret until we can replace it. That sucks, because I don't necessarily want to farm. I don't necessarily want to farm censored or what's its name? Yeah, I don't necessarily want to farm censored or orchestra. I don't want to like farm to get those. They're obnoxious to deal with. I don't love it, but yeah. Don't really have a lot of options here. All right, let's get on. Get on with it. Well, that was an oversight. I don't have anybody positioned to work with White Knight. My God, what an absolute shit show. But I'm so glad that we managed to get through it. It's such a struggle, honestly. Literally coming down. I'm like literally still coming down from it. It's so funny to me. Every core suppression is about a paragraph worth of information, and then Jebra and Bina have a full college essay because they have so many moves. All of the other, I mean, straight up, all of the other suppressions were a joke. Like a literal joke compared to those. Those were so painful. It's not even fair. God damn it. It still does so much damage, but it's worth it to get it out of my face. Arbiters are OP. Yeah, that seems to be the case that arbiters are just built different. Honestly, wild. What a ride. We're gonna proceed with trying to get as much energy as possible in as little time as possible, so that we don't have to deal with the dawn events and then shit breaking out because it's just really obnoxious to deal with both Army in Black and the other guy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. We have enough bullshit blazing. Having to deal with them also is just ass. Okay. I guess you two can go up into these hallways. That way we have a bit more coverage. Because it's literally just about mitigating how many things get eaten, or how many people get eaten. How many clerks. Things! Yeah, that counts. That's basically the same thing, right? Alright. Just want to make sure I've got somebody in each of the hallways. Okay, I think we've got one person en route to every spot now. As long as we stay on the Aleph Abnos and push those forward, shouldn't be a problem. I think there are a couple of Aleph Abnos that I could pick up without having to deal with too much, or without them being too much pressure or too much stress. Unfortunately, Mountain of Smiling Bodies is not one of them, which sucks because that is a... it's pretty good. It would be great if I could get Mountain, but I don't think it's reasonable to assume that I'll be able to get Mountain. God, that fight was such a pain in the ass. I'm so glad it's done, you guys. I can't even right now. I can't even express. I love how it says Punishing Bird has broken out, but it actually didn't break out of containment. The game is just kind of psyching me out. Yeah, I, like I said, I didn't get super great sleep last night, so, um, I was a little bit worried about my ability to, let's say, perform. I was worried about my ability to do well in today's stream, just because I know that that fight is really intense and requires a lot of focus, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to bring necessarily my A game because my sleep schedule was due to last night, but we did it. Fatal is so fast. Punishing Bird is out. Kill it, Keldy. Go take him to Pound Town. All right, I think that'll finish out today. We have no more missions available. Okay. So censored, that's an opportunity to get back one thing. And censored doesn't usually have any kind of management, but we're going to reroll. Crumbling Armor, Redultia of the Sleigh, and Queen Bee. Crumbling Armor is just like a zero stress, zero problems. And I think that's what I'm about right now. We're going to take Crumbling Armor and shove them down into the corner and just not think about it. Are we gonna Giga Farm more Minicus Maximus? I mean, like, I don't know, Necro. Do you want to watch me farm more Giga Farm more Minicus Maximuses, or just progress through the rest of the game and see what I run into? Because I was able to handle Bina using. I think I used my lob relatively intelligently, and the random bozos that I picked up along the way without grinding out any more levels. I personally would rather not pull in these randos that I've spent one lob each on and then level them up slowly, because it's, I don't know, it's boring, and especially at this point with the abnos that I have, every single ordeal that I get, I guess I could start every day out by gunning down all the clerks so that I could draw the day out for as long as possible. But I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know if that's something I want to do, man. Do you think it's necessary? I'll ask that, and you can give me your honest answer. If you think I need more beefed up beans, if you think I need more beans, and I need those beans to be beefed up, then, god damn it, what am I supposed to do? You said you wanted more employees for Bina. I did? I did say if I had more employees it would be better, but they would all be wearing WoW gear, and yeah, they would be beefier, but I guess, like, I didn't need them for Bina, so my question is, like, do you think I need them for the rest of the game? Do you think I need more beefed up beans, or do you think my 281 lob points invested strategically into a handful of people can finish out the thing? Because I don't know that I necessarily want to bring out more characters, because it oftentimes just mo money, more problems. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. It's significantly easier to level up beans. Like, I could slap in Hoon and Jukarak. I'm gonna pick people with funny names. Danger Prone Daphne could get slapped in there, and I guess somebody could go work with Big and Will. I agree with the funny name plan. We have Laverne. I like that. I like Laverne. You're hired. Get in here, Laverne. All right. Yeah, and we're only going to hire as many people as we have WoW Abnos that we can farm up stuff with. I don't feel like juggling people around. Geminiano. Yeah, I can't say that, and that's why I'm gonna hire you. It's what is that? What is that thing that the GOP was oh god damn it. I'm a bad liberal, aren't I? DEI. That's the thing. This is what Assassino cappuccino. Yeah, Geminiano. Geminiano. Yeah, this is DEI. We're being inclusive of people with funny names. Cancel. Hire. Anthony, no, that's too American and not funny enough. I should have hired Ara because it would be like Ara. Not Isabel, not Nicole, not Ruby. Velasquez. Oh, I like that because it's like the one from it's different because I think it's Vasquez, but like from Aliens, the best alien movie, Aliens. Okay, and I think with them working with Big and Will, you know what we could do work with? We could do work with your boy Judgment Bird if we had. Do we have a piece of WoW ego gear that is good enough to... That is good enough on this. Oh, yeah, we do. This right here, this shit right here. So we can, yeah, we could do that. All right, yeah. Well, so we can hire somebody and have them work with Judgment Bird. We need one more. Diva. Mary. Mary who is bald. Samuel, Mason, Tasha, McKenna, Oliver. What? Gimme Yog. You're hired, Gimme Yog. Okay, and with Gimme Yog, I think we're set. All right. Now we need to ego gear people. Gimme Yog is gonna need. Wait. Because I think you need Judgment 4 in order to wear that gear. So do I strengthen? I think I strengthen these employees. I take them to level 4 because I don't want to have to deal with all of the random bullshit that the WoW Abnos have that cause them to kill people who don't have stats above. It's always level 4 is the threshold for the Aleph Abnos, and the WoW Abnos have other goofy goober shit that applies whenever you don't have stats over a certain threshold, and it's oftentimes once you're level 4 you're set to push all the way to level 5. Geminiano. Alright. Laverne. Consider yourself strengthened. I don't think I have anybody up here that I want to do work with. Oh yeah, that's right. Jajukruk and Hoon. And Hoon. Strengthen Hoon. Now, I guess the question, or not, it's not even really a question. I think it's just an inevitability. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna push the days harder than I usually do, and I'm gonna work almost exclusively with WoW Abnos, with Jiminy Cricket and the new Bozo squad. And the purpose here is just going to be to stat these people up as quickly as possible. So in this team, I think it's Jiminy Og. Yeah, Jiminy Og. The goofy crew. Oh gosh. Alright, Jiminy Og, you get Justice Resistance gear because you need it or you'll die. And we'll give you this as well. Next is Daphne, and Daphne is going to be working with, let's see, the Knight of Despair. And that's going to be white damage, so you need white damage resistance, my girl. Daphne gets a white damage resistance eco suit. Moonlight's not bad. That does look much better when it's being worn by somebody, but I don't like that Daphne's
playing that
it.
baby game?
I am still awake playing this baby game. Hi, Greed. How you doing, boo-boos?
Nah.
Indeed. Nah, indeed. I'm still riding high off of a very charged run, like a heated and charged run. I almost died. I did die multiple times, but I managed to finally kill, or suppress rather, Bina. It was tough.
The Wing Destroyer.
Bina. She was
Yeah,
spooky.
the Wing Destroyer.
Is she the Wing Destroyer?
Yeah, I think in her lore, like, she can, like, wipe out, like, entire wing.
Ah, got it. Yeah, well, she was apparently, yeah, she was assigned to kill our wing. Alright, we got black damage and red damage. So we need to have a nice spread between black and red damage here. I've got the random Bozo team that I'm pulling in to do funny, goofy, goober shit. They're going to be doing leveling up. They're going to be leveling up with a bunch of random abnormalities, but I picked people with funny names. I don't know how much you saw.
It was in D&D.
Yeah. How was your game today?
Okay, we made it a short session because our DM still has work he has to do for work.
Yeah, that's oftentimes what you do at work.
Yeah, even at I guess for him it's like 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And his office has been closed for like 5 hours now.
Oh wow. Yeah, my DM is out of town at the moment, so I've been I've been basically no-lifing Satisfactory on D&D days. Okay, I think that's all of the beans are now fully. No, god damn it, I forgot. Geminiano needs gear and needs to be able to resist white damage. Geminiano. We're digging deep. We're digging deep into the reserves of our WoW gear to find stuff that is not going to get them splatted whenever shit hits the fan. I guess this will be okay. As long as they don't get hit with pale damage, they should be fine. Alright. Now I think we're ready to begin management. Doomhauer can deal with White Knight. All right, kicking it off. It's going to be about getting back into the rhythm of having random bozos do work and hopefully having them not die. I think Juckruck is going to need to be the one that does work over here. And Hoon is going to be the one that works with Big Bird. And that's that department. Over here, we need to stay on top of White Knight. Down here, we can do attachment work with Jiminy Cricket. Danger-prone Daphne. Velasquez. And Laverne. Laverne can work on their HP stat. I had them set up specifically to do that. And Geminiano can work over there. I think that's all of the new bozos should be working. I do love the random names in this game. I am getting kind of chilly. My feet are a bit cold. I think I'm going to turn on the heater in a moment. Yeah. So an ad break is hitting. Thanks for the hydrate, Greed. I actually do need to go get water if I'm going to hydrate. I'm just going to take a quick peek through here and I'll go get water and take a bio because it's ad break right now. Just want to make sure that everybody, except for one person in Central, should be working. Geminiano looks like he's about to die. Juckruck and Hoon. Supposed to have an extra slot in Central. Anyway, I will be right back.
Okay.
They can still hear you if you talk, by the way.
Oh. What to say? It's apparently cheaper to buy an AR-15 rifle than it is to buy 64 gigs of RAM.
What does not surprise you, Keldy?
I said it's apparently cheaper to buy an AR-15 rifle than it is to buy 64 gigs of RAM.
Well, you now have a direct route to handle your RAM problems, I guess. we live in one of the goofiest timelines. Oh my goodness. Your boy Jiminy Cricket took a fuck ton of damage from Judgment Bird. Oh my god. I don't know if Judgment Bird is necessarily the best choice. I think we're probably going to send Jiminy Cricket down here to work with somebody a bit more gentle. And that should allow him to get more temperance. I could just gun down all of the random bozos, but because we have a lot more people inside the facility, I think it'll be a tad easier to deal with the outbreaks. All right, getting people into position is going to be important. Let's say Daphne needs to be standing right here. Velasquez over here. Geminiano needs to stand over here. Laverne over there. Hoon. I had this set up in a specific way. God damn. Duckruck took enough to, like, failed halfway down Naked Nest. Oh my goodness. It's like, we're gonna have some goofy shit happen here because, like, a lot of these abnormalities don't have an opportunity to do their breakout mechanic. But whenever I send lower level bozos in, they get eaten or make a mistake or have a significantly higher chance of mucking shit up. I need to finish leveling up Doomhauer. I just realized Doomhauer, Fortitude and Prudence is not capped out. I'm gonna send Doomhauer to work with Judgment Bird. And then I can send, let's see. Got Fatal. I'll move Fatal upstairs. In retrospect, I should have gotten a normal AR-15 instead of my goofy bullpup one cost alone, but it does look cool. The bullpup does look awesome. I am, if you live in the United States and you haven't properly armed yourself, this is not financial advice, but, I feel like, flexing, not necessarily flexing, but preparing and having yourself, you know, having a firearm is not a bad thing. I don't think it should be something that people should worry about. What are the words I'm trying to say? Having it is probably better than not having it, considering how many are in circulation. And teach yourself how to use a firearm. Know how to use a weapon. And, yeah, learn gun safety. It's super, super important. I'm a huge advocate of knowing what is what whenever you pick up a firearm. If you're handling a firearm and you have no idea what you're doing, or you find yourself in a situation where you need to handle a firearm, you should know how to handle it. So anyways, I started blasting. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much, yeah, that is what it does. All right, now I need to start spreading people out, like the goats need to be spread out. Geminiano. It's fun to say. I like saying that name. Alright, I guess we'll send Geminiano in here. Cut him down. Kill him. Demons. End them. I remember the first time I got the perfect food, Yellow Dawn, and it was an absolute nightmare. Keldy, why are you killing them in the most obscure way? Runs to the other side of the room and tries to kill one on the other side of the room. We didn't even lose 5, we didn't even lose 5 people. That's awesome. Yum yum. My god. Jukruk has taken half of their HP and damage. I need to get some, like, pure red resistance armor for whoever's going to be working with the Naked Nest. Because that's spooking me out. I don't like that at all. Their HP is getting too low for me. I'm not comfortable with that. I think we're gonna hold off on sending. I think in order for you to start doing that kind of work, I think we're gonna need to have that person be at 130 temperance, and then we'll move them to Naked Nest with better defense. It is not worth it. Geminiano. Shit. I did not mean to send Syoko in there. I think I might actually say fuck it and get out as soon as, instead of pushing this like a ridiculously long amount of time, I might actually say fuck it and get out as soon as I can, just so that I can get the stat boosts and make it easier for me to level up the characters that I'm using. Yeah, I think that's the play. That's what I'm gonna do. Green Noon coming up. I gotta be ready for it. Because it can easily chop up all of my clerks that are nearby. I've got a nice spread of people, but the Green Noon is annoying to deal with. At best. We'll send Doom in here, and then we'll have her kick it off. Shit. Okay. Yeah, already Army in Black is like on edge, ready to pop. It doesn't take long at all for these guys to push the Abnos over the edge. All right, Jukruk, get to work. We could send Syoko up here to help. My god, seriously. What's Army in Black broke out. It's so much of a pain in the asshole to deal with. Go kill this thing. Keldy, please. The problem is Big Bird is about to pop, and there's not really an easy way of making it stop. Yep, Big Bird just popped. Are you fucking... He just did it. He just did a double. He just did a double bite. Yeah, he did a double bite. What the... Oh my god. Alright. God damn it. Oh, I think at the beginning of the day I have to gun down all of the clerks, and I think I have to do this literally every single day if I'm going to try to level up anybody. I don't really think I have a choice. And it's just because of the cascade of death that happens during any noon event. Like, my characters, my agents are perfectly fine. Yeah, clerk down, exactly. My agents are perfectly fine, but the main problem that I have now is that if any number of clerks die, Army in Black breaks out. If Army in Black breaks out, it's Jover. It's just Jover. Like, this would be so much easier if I could just nuke the clerks at the beginning of the game. If I could just start the game and just press a button and go like, I don't need any clerks. Poof, they're all gone. But I've got to use execution bullets to, like, painstakingly go through and gun down all of them. Average BPM green, thinking about clerks. Red. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna get through this next day. Doing management on this next day. And then once that's done, I am going to... Alright, Doomhauer is going to move down here because I want Doomhauer working with this one. Fatal is going to move up here. There we go. Okay. Alright, just need to shake it off. Jukruk? I do not think Jukruk has the sauce as is to handle leveling up with what's its tits? The Naked Nest. So I'm gonna level up Jukruk's work success, and then I'll just work on Fortitude, and then I'll swap people on once they have max Temperance. Just don't feel like dealing with it. All right, and start of the day, we're gunning down all the clerks because I don't really have much of a choice. It is the only way to make sure that the other Abnos don't completely fuck me. And I guess there's really no pressure. I mean, there's a teensy bit of time pressure, just a teensy bit. But if I can see them in the very beginning stacked up on top of each other, or about to be stacked up on top of each other, I'll end them real quick. That way I can progress. That's Laverne. We want to keep Laverne. We like her. Gunning down clerks with the most efficiency. Let's go. Here I go, killing again. Boop. All right, now I can start working on pushing the thing forward. Boop. The bullet effects look like black holes because you're wormholing them to safety. Oh my god! Keldy! You just gave me the perfect out. I'm helping them. Let me help you. Blow, blow, blow. Okay. Alright, now we just send everybody to their work. Geminiano over here, Laverne over here. We want, Daphne here, and I think we had pulled in somebody else. Doomhauer is going to be over here. We had pulled in somebody else. Was it Jiminiog? Yeah, Jiminiog over here. And then we want to have literally anybody go work with her who isn't leveling up. So somebody goaded with the sauce, go hit that. Velasquez over here. And then we've got Jakruk and Hoon down here. And of course, Fatal in front of White Knight. And that should be everyone. Hoon over here, Jakruk over here. I'll do one bit of that work. Doing this work with Doomhauer and this work with Daphne. Over here we've got Velasquez, and here we've got Laverne and Geminiano working with the Dream Boat, or the Dreaming Current, either one. Basically the same thing. We should speed up time, I think. It sucks, honestly, to spend, I don't know, like 5 to 8 minutes out of each game day, simply going around and gunning down all of the clerks. But straight up, like, if that's what I have to do to make it through, then that's what I have to do to make it through. I don't know. There's not really a elegant solution here, I think. The game is just designed around these abnos that I have in the facility fucking you if you allow the clerks to die a natural way. You're just boned. So now I've got to let time pass normally so I can catch the clerks. And I've got one, like, Red Dawn. I don't think that there are over 40 clerks left in the facility, so I'm gonna go down and I'm not gonna worry about getting them in twos anymore. If I see an opportunity, I'll take it, but I'm just gonna gun down as many as I can. Need to get out of the way, Lean. There we go. Whoosh. We need to feed the Torment Nexus. The hornier the monsters get for clerk death, the more stonks go up. Yeah, we've finally done it. We've built the machine, the Torment Nexus, from the book. Please do not build the Torment Nexus. Think of the profit. Think of the savings. Okay, only one more bullet left on this cycle. We're still have a bunch of clerks over here, and goddamn, we've cleared. It looks like we've cleared the top floor, but still have a ways to go. All right, so Jakruk, you can work there. Hoon, you work with Big Bird. I get Velasquez on Big and Will. Punishing Bird is out. Keldy, you're on Punishing Bird duty. Kill him. It's so funny to me that we just allow Punishing Bird to bite you now so that it'll leave you alone. Alright, Hoon, you're over here. Juckruck over here. We need to spread people out, and Fatal needs to work with White Knight. One more, and we'll have our event. So we need to take the people who are standing around and spread them out inside the facility. Think. Yeah, that looks good. All right, then you two. We need one more person up here. And then we're ready to trigger the next event. All right, here we go. Moving on. Have Juckrock work with Big Bird because it's a high chance. Make sure we've got somebody in all of the hallways. It looks like we do. So this should be over pretty quick. Cool. And now we can go gun down the rest of the clerks. We'll start upstairs. Just make sure all of them are gone. Alright, that's all of them from that department. 1, a 2, a 3. 3. It's all of them from upstairs. Alright, they're all cooked from upstairs. Now we've got a bunch downstairs still. Good God. Still have clerks somewhere around here downstairs. Alright, that's all of them in these two departments. Got at least one in Central. More than one in Central. Here she is. Boop. Alright, Central's clear. Disciplinary's clear. 3 more clerks to go. A boop. A boop. A boop. Alright, we're clear. No more clerks. That means nothing can go wrong now. She said, tempting fate. Everything is safe forever. No reason anything could ever go wrong now. Punishing Bird has broken out. Run is cooked. It's funny. I say nothing could go wrong now, period. And White Knight was in purple. That is something that could go wrong. That would be really, really bad if White Knight broke out. Nothing could go wrong. Who's that ominous bell tolling? What's that ominous bell tolling noise? I don't know.
Something betrayer.
Something dark side. Something Sith.
Something the Force.
Something complete. Okay. Hoon and Juckaruk. 2 more. I think I should wait until these guys are done to get a nice full reset. It's funny on the days where I plan super far ahead. It seems like I'm less likely to get the thing that will fuck me completely. It's wild. You should change the title to an Arbiter Slumbers. I could do that, I think, if I had that dock open. And if I wasn't multi-streaming, I'm simul-streaming, so I think the process is a bit trickier in that case. I should have renamed it to An Arbiter Gets Cooked. No, not Sioko. Punishing Bird is free. It's beaten somebody else off. I actually should probably... Oh my god, Julie. Don't... Oh, we dodged it. That's a first. You didn't take any damage at all, Keldy. That's pretty poggies. Once we get out of this, everybody should be moderately high temperance, and then we can switch over to doing... Oh, shit. Okay. I was semi-ready for this. Why is it... It's running. It knows. It knows it's cooked. Kitty goes like, check this shit out. 54 damage. Gotta send Fatal in. Where is it? Alright, there's one down here. And we're ready for it. There's another one, isn't there? Okay, got it. Alright, the workday is complete. I think we push up until the point where we're almost at dusk, and then we'll end the day then.
Speaking of ending the day, I'm going to bed.
Sweetest dreams to you, my love. I hope you feel good and have a pleasant rest. I know it's sometimes difficult or a struggle, but I hope you have a nice rest.
Yeah, I've been waking up at like 4 a.m. the last like 3 days.
Yikes. Yeah.
One of those days I went to bed at 2 a.m. and woke up at 4 and I couldn't get back to sleep.
I genuinely know exactly what that feels like. I have woken up multiple times only 2 or 3 hours after I went to sleep, and I hate that shit.
Yeah, I had one night I woke up, I was like, man, I slept for so long. I looked at the time and it's only been like 2 hours. I was like, how?
you had a time shift. You had a time shift. All right. Yeah, I'm going to end the workday. I'll see you later, Greed. Sweet dreams.
Yeah, good luck.
No, thank you so much. I think we got this. Everybody's stats that I was working on capped out in just a single day. It'll only take a couple of days to have my new funny name Bozos leveled up.
Yeah, nothing will go wrong.
Well, Fatal wishes you salty dreams, and Keldy wishes you... Well, I wish you sweet dreams, so a combination of my sweet dreams and Fatal's salty dreams should make for an interesting set of dreams, I should think. I'm gonna grab Mountain of Smiling Bodies here. If we're killing all of... Sounds like acid reflux. True.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, you too. I'll see you later, boo-boos. Yeah, I've got work today. like actual work. This is fun. I don't necessarily consider this to be work per se. This is fun. So I'm gonna be calling it a stream here in a minute. I'm just gonna do a little bit of bean maintenance and and just poke around and see what my stats looked like. Rebuy Aleph gear. Actually, I don't want to deal with any shifting. I'm just gonna kind of leave this as is, and I'll come back to it later. But it does look like the characters that I was working on, like stat wise, have jumped up significantly. We're getting really close to. I mean, we're past 100 now for all of those characters, and we should be able to pretty easily push up to 130 in the next day. Laverne is leveling up Fortitude and Prudence, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. And I think if I'm gonna be gunning down the clerks at the beginning of the day, literally every single day now, there's no reason that not to have Mountain, because Mountain will just never break out. It just won't be a problem. It's gonna be tedious and a little bit annoying moving forward, but since we're beefing up the Goofy Goober gang, I think that'll be good for us. That'll be good overall. Not bad. Good, in fact. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thanks for the tips and staying with me through the Bina excursion, the Bina extravaganza. That shit was incredibly stressful. And Keldy, thanks for tracking my BPM as I was dealing with her. She almost brought my headache back, but yeah. Mechanically incredibly simple. Like, she's got resistances. You need to do a thing to break the resistances down. But when you throw in the time pressure, it just fucks my brain. It just fucks the shit out of my brain. But you guys have a wonderful night or day wherever you happen to be in the world. And it was fun to see the roller coaster. I'm delighted that my pain and my elevated heart rate brought you joy. Genuinely, that's not sarcasm. I'm dead serious. You know how much I love it. And I'll see you guys next week. I need to check the date. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So next Monday for me is a holiday in Japan. So my son doesn't have school. So next Monday I won't be able to stream normally. But provided I don't have D&D next Wednesday, which I'm pretty sure I don't, I'll be streaming 4 days next week. It's just I'll shift the days from Monday to Wednesday, and then I'll do my standard stream. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you all next week. Have a fantastic weekend. And, ! Discord if you want to hop in the Discord and hang out. I oftentimes play games. I wake up early in the morning every day around 5 o'clock. I hop in voice and play games whenever I can. And, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!